Attention, attention.
Next week, an evil space
Next
ruler seeks the
Evil.
services of a doctor.
Space ruler.
Wait, here we go.
Yeah. They're still killing it back there, Q.
Woohoo!
Man, you got moves.
Oh, it's gonna be a big night tonight.
Big night.
Hit that curtain.
We welcome you
Stand up recording.
to Guitar Talk Universe.
All right, A minor. Take it away.
Heavy metal!
Oh, you're giving it to me now? Okay, all right.
Take it, baby. You're not on screen, dummy.
I'm busy. I'm doing Ernie Badiddles, you know, like Ace Frehley. I'll sustain a note and then I'll do it, okay?
Steve Brand. Oh boy. Damn, you're good.
I know. We're both good. Lazy fool.
Dude, I just looked in the chat. It's Pete Metal. What's
I know.
up? What's up,
Pete
Steve?
Metal, Florida
Michael.
Metal's here, and old Dave Metal is here, and Sandra Metal, Edward Metal's here, Billy, somebody Metal is here,
Billy Baloney Metal?
Wilma Metal's here, Janice Metal,
Ah, Wilma Metal.
yeah, Rob Metal,
There's Dr. Fabric Metal.
Kush Metal's here too.
Oh, shit, it's Sandra Metal.
Yep, I think I mentioned her. I think I'm not absolutely curtains, but I think I said it. That John DeShane fella is in here. I'm kind of surprised. You know, I thought he was banned, but there you go. Because he's kind of sassy sometimes.
Sassy.
Sassy. Kurt 5150 Metal is here. Who else we got? Oh, UK Dave is here. Yeah, there's that John DeShane thing. See, it started off with an insult. You're
Patrick,
weird.
right.
I mean, at least he spelt it right. But, you know.
Willie Banger.
Oh, God. See, I've talked to Craig about these pseudonyms of his, these little pen names. He's kind of missed the mark with this one because he's basically saying he likes to bang willies.
Well, it's 2025. There's nothing wrong with that.
I wasn't criticizing.
Just like my gay little budgies. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, the Brokeback Fudgies. Yeah.
I do have an announcement to make.
Please do make an announcement.
Starting today and this week, it's going to be hotter than, well, you know what I'm going to say. Like 95 all week.
Like hotter than a really hot thing on a hot day?
Yeah. I got the Nabarzio X2N and
Jimmy
deactivated.
Biter's
and
here.
removed.
When did he sneak in?
Got the kills. I think there was somebody like right next to him, and he smacked him in the face with the McDonald's tray and took over the camera.
Yeah, chopped him in the windpipe.
I have a JB and this one.
Hang on, hang on. Jeff H is here.
Oh dear Lord.
He's going to have questions. He's going to be quizzing you about what we talk about today.
Better start writing some notes down. Pull up Google.
Sarah's in here. That's good. There we go.
There's Zach Thong. I think he came in. 108 with the heat index. Yeah, that's too hot, man. Tippett.
You just got to get on with it.
Tippett.
Trev's here. Trev's here.
Oh, I saw it. What's
Trev
up, man?
Metal. What else we got here? Just checking them. Spotted everybody.
Christopher Live. That one. Oh, that one.
Is it live or live?
So does anybody know what happened to the one kid? Is he in jail or not? Or Keith
You
Campbell?
are so fascinated with. I don't even know who the guy is, and you are so hung up on him. Hey, Charles Metal is in here now. Charles 75N Metal is here.
We mentioned John DeShane.
Yeah. Jono's here.
Want to see my pecker? No.
Patrick Treitz is here. Who else we got?
Where's Keith Campbell?
I don't know. Eddie Fay. Eddie Fay is in the building.
No way.
Truly way. There's Zach Thorne.
Your camera looks kind of crappy, bro. Looks like out of focus.
I'm trying to figure out. There's a noise happening in here, and I'm not sure what it is.
Probably fucking whopper.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna.
Tippett.
Oh. I thought maybe somebody knocking at my door.
Wait, your guitar's moving. Look.
Yeah, I know. It's possessed because Kobe is rearranging his bed under there.
Kobe's about to snap a headstock.
He's not a poltergeist. He's fine. Yeah, he's got to do the 3 circles and then dig holes and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
You know how they are.
Well, I did put new strings on Juicy Booty and cleaned up the fretboard as best I could there. So,
that's good. That's good. Who else we got here?
Oh.
Yeah, Zach Thorne, you're right.
I'm not even going to read that, Mr. Sauer.
I don't even know where are we going.
Allegedly.
You're not reading that one?
Yeah. No, it's...
Oh. I guess now we know. Yeah. Cool. Oh my God, Randy Price.
Oh dear Lord. We're not talking about humbuckers, brah. Not gonna. No. By the way, I want to know the pickup that you sent me. Does this have the rough cast or the smooth cast magnets?
The fact that he gave it up means it's got smooth.
Yeah, 5 hours later. He's still laughing about that. Watch Quentin try to put these in his Sector Somebody Super Shredder 3. It's going to be funny.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so welcome everybody to okay, that's a better name there, Craig. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Smooth polished. Oh, you gave me the shitty ones.
yeah.
No wonder my tone sounds like my RP360 XP, you bastard. Mm-hmm. Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, so this is our first, inaugural premiere episode of GTU Gets Weird. So we're going to be gentle today. We're going to kind of ease into it, but part of the reason why I want to do this today, just do something very kind of straightforward and just give you an idea of what we're going to do, is I want to have people actually message us, my emails in the YouTube, channel info. I want people to message me with questions that they have. Is there a music theory question that they don't understand, or how to apply a certain theoretical idea to the fretboard, that sort of thing, so that we can then make shows that answer those questions for them.
Yeah, don't ask me.
No,
this is really the whole reason Steve and I kind of started our show. Was my theory is like Steve's theory is really good, and I think I'm kind of like Randy Price. I kind of know what I'm doing, but not really, and I'm a little scared of looking like a dumbass. But
I was going to say, Sandra, nobody is going to floose my emails. Don't you dare encourage them to do that.
is the S key? Oh, the S key's right next to the D. Okay.
I know. You can see how these things happen.
That's all right, sweetie. We can read YouTube spilling.
Spilling? with the slippy fungus?
He was listening to R. Kelly while watching the gospel. Wow.
Oh, dear.
People just getting their freak on.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, anyway. Major scale? What?
Yeah.
C?
Yep. So we're gonna start off with just the modes of the major scale, and just kind of, so we've got something to talk about today, and then hopefully by next week we will have some very specific requests for explanations and examples and that sort of thing, and we can get into the weird stuff. We will also just be like I said, we're going to start with modes of the major scale, but I am also going to do stuff like talking about altered scales and the modes of those, which are known as synthetic modes, and the fact that the nuts and bolts, like techniques, are still the same from the point of view of like how to build chords from them and that sort of thing. So you can actually compose with these weird scales, which is fun. All right. Okay. You want to call that thing up there?
I think you have to do that. Or do I have to do that?
I do. There we go. I did it. Okay. So here's our first little thing. Can you enhance it? Can you make it bigger? Can I make it bigger? I can't make it bigger. You'll have to make it bigger.
Whoa.
Okay. And there you go. Just stop there. All right, so here we have the notes of C major, and the nice thing about C major, no sharps or flats, so it's, if you were sitting at a piano, it would just be the white keys. And so it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and we're obviously going to go beyond the octave, so so C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and so on. And what you can see here is I have bracketed the octaves of the different modes. So our first mode is Ionian, which is just the major scale, just another word for the major scale. Our second mode is Dorian. Our third mode is Phrygian. Fourth mode Lydian. Fifth mode Mixolydian. Sixth is Aeolian, and the seventh is Locrian. All right, and we've got tabs. So if you could scroll that a little. Awesome. All right. So what I've done is I've tabbed these as if it's going to be the Oh, we don't want that tone. We'll go for this tone. Nope, not that. There we go. Excellent. So, thanks, Randy. Good old do, re, mi. All right, so we're going to play this in C. C on the low E string is at the 8th fret, and the shape we're going to play is this. And the idea is that we're going to use this shape across the neck, so a 2-octave shape of this. All right, so the Ionian mode, or regular major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And that's it, just C to C. Now, to play a mode of the major scale is to literally play the same notes, but just not start from the first note. That's the basic definition. So Dorian being the second mode, can you scroll that up like just a tiny bit more there? Thanks. So what you're going to do is you're going to start from, in the key of C, we're going to start from the D note, but we are going to play the same notes as C major. So we're still playing the white keys of a piano, and here it is. So that's it, D to D. And what you'll hear is, instead of the do, re, mi start of the major scale, we now have a whole tone and a half tone, so a whole tone and a semitone start. So it makes it minor. If it was D major, it'd be this. You can see that this second mode of the major scale gives us a minor scale. So what it gives us is a scale compared to a major scale that has a flat 3 and a flat 7th. So the chords that you would get from a Dorian would be minor 7. So like there's D minor 7. Same note, same scale, but start at the 2nd degree note. Yes, exactly. Yes, we're not changing any notes. We're just playing. In effect, we are playing sequences of C major, starting from 1, starting from 2, starting from 3, and so on. Saying that, that's a dangerous approach to take, because if you do just play them one after another, they just sound like sequences of C. I'll show you. You don't hear the individual tones of the note sequences, so you want to play them very separately. Play the C, wait a little bit, play the D. Now we're going to play the E. So if you'd like to scroll up a little bit more there. Q.
Where'd I go?
There you go. Got it. All right. So Phrygian, we have another minor scale, and it's built on the 3rd degree, so the 3rd note of the major. So we're starting from E in this case. And we have a flatted 2nd. A lot of people think of that as the idea of like a Spanish. Here it does sound very Spanish. If I play power chords, you can instantly hear that typical, flamingo 3-chord thing. Anyway, so we now go to Lydian, and this is a major scale starting from the 4th note. And the cool thing about the Lydian is it's actually, you could say it's a little bit more major than a major scale because it actually has a sharp 4 note in it. And I like to kind of think of it as like the sci-fi scale.
Okay, let me...
Got a question?
Yeah, and please don't think they're stupid questions.
No, there's no such thing. Go for it.
Why don't you call it a flatted 5th instead of a sharp 4th?
Because it also has a 5th.
Okay.
So
you could have like the 3rd, the flatted 5th, and then the 5th.
I'm going to say, so if I play the sequence, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So compared to a fourth in a major scale, it is a semitone higher.
Okay. Okay.
That's where a major 4 would be. We want a sharp 4. And it is the fourth note of the sequence. And then we have a fifth. And a sixth. And a seventh. So in the same way as you and I have had this conversation about alphabetically only having one of each note,
Right.
you know, as in why would you call that an A flat instead of a G sharp kind
Yeah.
of thing. It's the same idea. You want one of everything numerically as you're going through the sequence. So you don't want to think of it as like 1, 2, 3, flat 5, 5. What happened
Right.
before?
Right. Okay.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
And it's again, it's emphasizing the fact that it is displaced from the intervals that you'd normally find in the major scale if you were starting with a major scale at that point.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to scroll up a little bit. So then we have Mixolydian, and this is again another major scale, and it has just a flatted seventh in it, so it's very major, other than the second to last note. There. If I wanted to make it G major, there's the major 7.
Yeah.
There's the flatted 7th. Make sense?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Then we have Aeolian, if you want to just scroll up a little bit more. And so this is built on the 6th degree of the major scale. So in this case, we've now got ourselves to A. And we have a minor third, a minor 6th, so a flat third, flat 6th, and a flatted 7th. The Aeolian mode is also what a lot of people just refer to as the natural minor scale, or relative minor scale, because it's a minor scale that's all minor and from the major scale, hence the relative. Make sense? So most of the jamming that we've done, like over the months, has been that scale.
Yeah, I tend to do, and I go for, well, you see what I do, and it's a little hybrid of minor pentatonic along with some major, and God knows, it just seems some don't seem to fit, you know.
Yep. Well, we did. Hang on, I'm gonna make myself big here. Hang on. So you did raise the question a little while ago, like, well, how come this shape? Suddenly we need to play this shape when we were doing a jam on a certain thing.
Right.
All right. And so what you've got is in one of them, you've got the flat 6, so that's Aeolian.
Yeah, I tend to play that.
Yeah, exactly. But some of the backing tracks we've done, they actually wanted this. They wanted the major 6th, which is Dorian.
And you will see me here. Put me up here beside you.
Are you going to pull a face?
You'll see me.
I guess I'm do that to make that. Oh, I made it really big.
You'll see me play that on the B string, the 4-3-1. But you'll see me play this and bend it up a half step. But man, you really gotta. It's really got to be in the right spot, and you got to bend that half step up a half step.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm going for the melodic kind of thingy, right, and not just. Anyway,
I'm just looking at Eddie Faye's question here. Oh, come on, you can do it. Anyway, Eddie, were you asking specifically as I was talking about the Aeolian mode? I think what you mean by is that the Jimmy Page scale? Yeah, because he would alternate between Dorian and Aeolian depending on what the chord progression was doing. So I think that's what you're you're referencing.
You have to know
some-
what chords you're playing over, right?
Yeah, and so with like say a tune like Stairway to Heaven, where it's got chromaticism in the chord progression. Because
Right.
if you think about it, you're going in the chords, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you're just dropping semitone at a time. So there is the facility to blur what type of scales you can use over those chords as they're going by. Yeah. Oh, see.
Oh, we know you're
so,
not.
So it wasn't from a place of love, was it, Eddie? It was a place of being a silly, sad Zeppelin fan.
By the way, if you don't know, and I'm just saying, don't know, a semitone is just a half step, one fret.
Whole time.
Some people don't even know that, dude.
Yep. And these are the questions we want to hear, kind of thing. Like if there's anything that we're saying that we're kind of taking for granted that you don't understand, point it out and we'll explain.
Trust me, I prefaced one question was this may be stupid, but you're right. If you don't know, you don't,
Yep.
just ask.
There's no such thing as a stupid question. There really isn't. Okay, scroll down one little bit more.
That's it. Next page.
There's 3 pages.
I just got 2. I got 34 and 35. Do I go back?
34 has 3 pages.
That's all I got, bruh.
Oh, there's
Locrian?
Locrian. There it is.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Oh, wait, where'd it go?
Back.
I just had it.
How did that manage to disappear?
I don't know.
You have a gift, sir. Okay,
me scroll up and stop.
There you
Stop,
go.
stop.
There we go. All right. And then our final mode is Locrian. And that is on the 7th note of the major scale. And basically everything's flatted apart from the root and the 5th. That's the easiest way to the short form to say this. So we are starting from a B in this case. And it sounds unfinished, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Doesn't resolve.
You
Okay, let me
really
ask
like
it. Go ahead.
to go like back up a note or down a note. You want it to do that or go? Yeah. But it just sort of hangs there. Not too many things are written in Locrian, but I have written something in Locrian just because. And basically what it gives you is diminished chords because it's it's good. It's
Okay,
good
question.
fun. Yes.
When you start a major scale, you play the root note and then the next note up is a whole step, correct?
Yes.
Okay, for Locrian, you start on the 7th note. The next note is not a whole step, it's a half step, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So you're just continuing like you started on C, playing ho ho half, ho ho half. Okay,
Yeah.
That's making a little more sense to me.
So you can imagine when I start from the 7th note of the scale, the first is a semitone, a half step.
Right.
But then
And then
from then on,
a whole step.
it's your major scale sequence that you're familiar with. It's
Right,
after
okay.
that initial half, it's then whole half. Yeah.
I understand that, but just because I understand it doesn't mean I have it under my fingers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, see, you've got these tabs to play with now.
and I played Chattahoochee. What?
What? Where? Who? Oh, is that a country song? Then I'm just going
Yes.
to blanket say no. We don't know how to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's easy. Not on anybody's radar. Anyway, so like I say, I tab these out following this 2-octave shape. But that's obviously not the only way that you can do it. So if you want to look at what the notes are in one of these sequences and reorganize it into a shape that you find more comfortable or that you've seen before, and you're like, aha, okay. So, like for example, the Dorian. You might want to play it like this. Same notes. Some of them are even on the same fret, but some of them aren't. You know, Q has a fetish for everything being 3 notes per string. So he would probably want to do that rather than that weird kind of slightly diagonal shape, kind of rhomboid. So there we go.
Kind of what? Rhomboid?
Yeah, like a diamond shape, not
I
square.
also have an armpit fetish, but we're not going to talk about
We're
that.
not gonna
Not
talk-
since Jenna Bean just came in, so we're not going to.
Yeah, it's off limits still. All right, so next week I will plan to show you some things you can do with some of these modes. But like I say, in the meantime, what I'd really like is for people to email me with specific questions, and then we will actually get some answers and some examples put together for you guys. Can't read tabs. You're trying to learn the... Okay, I'm with you. Yeah. Totally fine, Edward. You'll, like I say, again, if you want something specifically explained for you and the way that you would understand it, send me an email. It's all good.
Yep. I still need to do a video for Edward.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You were going to do like a sort of beginner's tutorial thing, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, let's find something else weird, and then we'll go out on that. And then that's it. We've survived the very first.
That wasn't bad at all.
I think we did really well.
Yeah, wait till next week.
It's all going downhill from here.
Get back to my lot lizard.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hey, Beanie, $20 is $20 there, sweetie.
I guess it technically is, right?
Wow, no delay, nothing.
That's dry. Do you want like
Herb!
a more interesting scale?
No.
Come on.
What are you going to torture me with?
Well, I don't know. I kind of want to go for Phrygian. Let's do something Spanish.
Hey, yeah, go ahead. Do I need to Google Phrygian and what key?
Let's do it in A for you. You can call up your big picture. Hey, Herb.
Is it herb or herb? Herb?
Well, see, this is the thing that confuses me with you weird Americans. You'll sprinkle an herb on your food, but he's a herb.
Yeah.
You know, it's not Herbie the love bug.
That looks like Phrygian.
You
I'll
ready?
just stay right there.
Okay, let's see what happens.
God.
Holy moly! Thank you, Eddie. Thank you very much.
Go, Steve. Go, man.
Okay, buddy.
Steve.
Now you can talk about Eddie.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right?
Blue box. Edward, a fiver. Woo!
Back to you.
Shut up.
I'm drinking here, come on. Thank you, Scott. Okay. Shocking. You got some nice stuff starting to happen. That's good. Relentless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ease into this because it's almost finished. There you go. What you gonna do when they come for you? You're gonna play A for G. Nice job there, Q, dude.
That was interesting. Let me show you what.
Your secret code.
Yeah, there's my code. Y'all see that?
There it is. I saw a little bit of it.
I think you got to present it.
Oh, you actually put it there. Look at you.
That's what I'm looking at while I'm playing, and the red notes are the A note. So I kind of want to maybe resolve to that, if that's a good word, or and try to come up with
it's a
anything,
safe target note.
Yeah, anything kind of melodic. Yeah. But that's the whole thing about doing stuff that I don't play in A Phrygian. I don't play in Phrygian. So
Perhaps you should.
Steve just throws me under the bus, and you got to shit or get off the pot, man. It's so. Yeah, I had
and hopefully by our audience seeing you just like, okay, just go for it, that will kind of relieve some of the trepidation that they may have.
Exactly.
That it's like, it's okay to just give it a go, and maybe it'll be a train wreck, but maybe it won't be a train wreck.
Yeah, I wobbled a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine.
But you hit that bad note, you just reach over with your right hand and pull it up, and it looks really cool. And
yeah, absolutely. Like there's nothing that could possibly go wrong at that point.
That's right.
Adrian's here. There we go. Cool.
Adrian, what's up? I don't know your pronoun. What's up, Adrian?
Yeah, I totally agree, Eddie. That's basically the point of what we're doing here. Is like, it's okay to screw up because that's how you learn stuff.
Exactly. Exactly.
So by taking Q out of his comfort zone, aka E minor,
AKA Pink Floyd in E minor.
yeah.
Steve won't let me play that backing track ever again.
Nope, we're done.
Nope.
No
Not
more,
gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
no more Fink Floyd.
1,000 points a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, are we
Yeah, I think we are, because I mean that's nearly 50 minutes. So another 10 minutes time, it's going to be the great Chuck Verde. So everybody should just scoot over there anyway. So
know what I have in the refrigerator?
what do you have in the like? Are you spelling fridge PH?
Yeah, whatever. Watermelon.
What's in your Phrygian refrigerator?
Watermelon. Fucking love watermelon.
Like, it's like you live in Kentucky or something.
Stop playing guitar with your pecker. What?
Yeah.
Dave knows. All Dave knows. He knows.
And Zach is also right. Well, apart from when, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to stoop to their level.
No, let's. Okay, we have the Are we doing a drawing? Or are we doing that on Sunday?
No, that's Sundays. Right?
Ah.
So the Friday show is now Sunday's show. So the giveaways and everything will be Sunday. So yeah, there we go.
So we do invite people on for Sunday, whether you want to just do a video of you playing to anything or
Yeah.
whatever, or want to come on and
this Sunday we will post a selection of backing tracks that we're going to do the following Sunday. So then you guys can have a look, and if you want to give it a go, you can, as Q says, you can record yourself playing along to it, or if you feel brave enough, join us on the following Sunday too.
And if you just want to
Give it a
come
go.
on and ask guitar, how do you set the intonation? You don't have to play. Come on and talk music or bands or guitar.
Rule of
and
3 Fs, just so you know,
what is that?
to set intonation.
I don't know what the rule of 3 Fs are.
Fretted, flat, forward.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. We can talk about that on Sunday.
There you go.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. I love dogs.
I don't know if I mentioned this on this live stream.
Hmm.
And you're not going to see this on the Under the Bus show or the
No.
Chuck Verdi show.
As cool as they all are.
And even though we got a couple of super chats, thank you very much. This
Thank you. Yeah.
this Jitterbug keyboard change colors, this is totally free and exclusive for Guitar Talk Universe.
There you go.
Those letters are huge, man.
Yeah. They're awesome.
Okay, are we gonna play the outro and so I can
Talk Led
go get my
Zeppelin.
watermelon? Yeah.
No, we are not. Okay, you're gonna get yourself banned, Scott, if you keep asking stuff like that. Anyway, all right.
Oh, boy.
Did you get the? You did get the outro. You're awesome. All right, here we go, peeps. We love you all. Thank you for being in the stuff and the things and doing the things and the stuff. So that's
Yep.
it then.
Don't forget,
Right.
email Steve questions, man. If you got anything, we'll make a private video for you. Whatever.
Yep.
Whatever. We're here to help.
Yep, I'll record a backing track that specifically enables me to illustrate what you've asked or whatever it is.
I'll do
Okey-dokey.
bop for you and everything. Okay.
Oh yeah, but in different modes. Actually, we could have fun with that.
Oh, God.
Let's do umbop in Locrian.
Let's
That
do
would
the
be
outro.
cool. Yeah. Oh, okay then, chicken.
It's a dachshund playing banjo. That's epic.